now, back and broker than ever. Broke boys from Fresno.
We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions, understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us, goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive. I'll never leave my dogs behind. We stick together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind. We undefeated, just resign. Money more lower than a bitch nowadays.
Our dicks
treat us like dog shit.
Yeah.
And I'm really close with one of my guys, one of my store guys that I deliver on Tuesdays. And he is the type to be like, oh, bro, like, just text me when you get here. He was like, and then when you bring it here, he has this like, he has a particular way how he wants his order.
Right.
So like, no matter if it has the same date or if it's something that's similar. So like for us, we have to rotate. So I don't know if you guys know this, but for Coors Light, it expires in 3 months.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Their beer expires in 3 months.
That's like a hella short shelf time.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So if any type of American beer, like Coors Light,
Bud Light, Budweiser,
pay attention to the dates. Damn. Because there's some people that I know, and there's some stores that I do that they don't fucking do their
change
job.
it out. Ooh.
Yeah. And then when I never knew that beer expired. Like that when I started working there.
Yeah, because most alcohol, the higher the proof is when it gets older.
Yeah, and I didn't know that it expired.
Right.
So that was new to me when I started working there. But for American beer, it's 3 months. For Mexican beer, it's 6 months. So they got a little bit longer.
Right.
So those you
We
can
always
rotate
double
around.
up on the American.
Yeah.
So is it just anything that's imported is more preservatives in it, or is it
I
just
would say so.
It's more natural.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
word.
America that has more preservatives.
Yeah.
which is crazy because it's doing the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I said, he has his store a particular way. So for the Mexican beer, if it has same dates, he's still like, hey, I want you to move this and then bring the new product and then build it up high.
Right.
Okay. And he has a lot of room. There's some stores that don't got the room at all.
Yeah.
But this dude, he has the room and he's so kind and he's so nice. I've dealt with other store guys that are like straight dicks and straight slaves. Like they'll sit there and they'll look at you in the cold box while you're working. And sometimes I'll be like, they'll be next to me. I've had a dude that was next to me the whole time and he was watching and he was like, no, don't do that. Do this. Do that. And he was like micromanaging me. Right?
Yeah.
So then I was just like, so then I looked at him. I was just like, hey, bro, since you're going to be in the way, I started tossing him a case. And I was like, go ahead. I was like, stock up the shelves. Make yourself useful in here. Bro, and he would just look at me like, audacity. I was like, go ahead, start.
But like, he not paying you to get it done.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? How he gonna boss you around?
Exactly.
That's crazy, bro.
So that's
That boy ain't signing your paychecks, bro.
Right.
yeah. So it's for me. It's just like I hate dealing with those people because you don't want to tell them off, and then there's only a certain extent that what you could say as a driver
Professionally too.
Yeah, so I'll take this one as an example. I had this dude. He's not my regular store guy, but he's in my area,
Right.
in Hanford. And his store, he's notorious to be known as like, hey, if you don't do it my way, then you can get your product and you get the fuck out. That's how he's known for. And one day that I was delivering to there, he took about 7-8 pallets. So about roughly like around 560 something cases.
Damn.
And that's a shit ton of beer.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton of beer. And he has a back room for it, and then he has his cold box.
Right.
So for us, we have to put stuff in the cold box, and then whatever doesn't fit in the cold box, you put it in the back storage.
Right.
And they always do like promotional sales. So at the time they were doing Coors Light. So Coors Light 18 cans, there was a huge promotion. So this dude literally had like 250 cases of just Coors Light 18.
Jesus.
Damn.
So there's a limited amount of space that I can bring the pallet jack in, and then I can leave it. You want to bring it as close as you can to the door, so that way it makes it easier.
Yeah.
You know, for us to downstack and for us to work it. So I put all the pallets where I think is best and close enough so I can make it work.
Right.
Dude comes out and he's like, "Who's driver?" I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He was like, "Hey, man, if you're gonna be my delivery driver," he's like, "don't ever put your pallets over here or over here. He was like, I want them all right here, right by the door. I was like, you want all 7, or you want all 8 pallets right by your door? I was like, I ain't got a room to downstack. Because you got to have room to fucking put everything down. And
Right.
Down.
you know, and I leave a lot of gaps for that purpose.
Right.
And he was just like, no, like if you're not going to do it my way, you can go ahead and load up the beer and take it with you. And I was just like, well, I mean, that's up to you. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to reject the load, you can reject the load.
Yeah.
And you have to establish that, like, almost authority of like, hey, you ain't got that authority over me.
Yeah.
And hey, this order might even come back. It's not going to get delivered tomorrow. I guarantee you that. You're going to get pissed off that you don't have a beer for a whole week.
Exactly.
So he looked at me and he was just like, no, he was just like, what you don't understand is that people can come and they can steal the beer and all this other stuff, right? And he gives me this whole scenario about people stealing beer and that he can't do nothing about it. I was just like, dude, you got cameras. I was like, if somebody really wants to be desperately to take the beer, you can report it. I was like, and I take it off my invoice. I was like, you're not getting charged for it. Nothing's going to happen. It
Right.
gets reported and then we could go that route.
Right.
But you're not getting charged for that product anyways.
Right.
So he still was just like, no, like, that's not how this works. I'm paying you to come do and fix my stores.
Right.
You're
And I
not
was just
paying
like,
me.
no. I was like, no, that's where I'm going to stop you right there, bro. I was like, you're not going to think that you have some power over me. That's not how this goes.
Right.
I'm just your driver. I'm just delivering it. You're not my usual store. I was like, and you need to talk to me with some respect, bro.
Right.
And he was just like, no. He was just like, you people, referring to Mexicans.
Oh,
He was like, you
shit.
people work for me.
What was he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
straight Indian, Hindu. I don't know. And again, don't come at me for being racist or anything like that. I'm just saying the ethnicity. And when he said that comment, it made sense for what he was saying, but I didn't take it fully offensive
Right.
because his whole staff, he had people kitchen, like they were all Mexican
Yeah.
ladies. But I was like, you people. And that kept playing in my head. And
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, dog, there's no way. And I looked at my helper and I was just like, there's no way this motherfucker just said that. Like,
Yeah.
to me, knowing like, all right, bro, I'm not going to take this. So I looked at him. I was just like, do you want the beer or not?
Yeah.
I was like, because if you're going to disrespect me like that, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to work it the way I want it. And if somebody takes your case, I hope they steal your fucking shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Didn't say nothing, said something in Punjabi, and stormed off. Left in his truck and took off.
Dang.
And I'm pretty sure he had called like the district manager, because then he had called me and he was just like, hey, he said you cussed him out.
Bro, what?
I was like, I ain't cussed nobody out, bro. I was like, we got into it. I was like, he wanted things a particular way, and I told him no. And he was like, well, he's gonna accept the beer. We talked to him for a bit. He's gonna take the beer. Just work it. I was like, okay, say less. I didn't see him at all come back.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you just get those people that really just are just dicks. I don't know why.
Sometimes it's a control issue. Sometimes some people just can't
Sometimes
put
they're
their
just
pride
bored,
aside.
bro. They just want something to complain about.
Yeah. And I know he's like restricted me from going to his stores because I only went there twice. And the last
I don't
time
want him.
the last time that I went, I had told them too, like, because he was like telling me like, oh, you put the pallets too far. And it was only 3 boards this time, but I purposely put them far because I was just like, no, I'm gonna piss you off. You want to fucking play that game? Like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking
Barn was
piss you
getting
off.
petty with it.
Yeah. And he looked at me. He was like, no, like people are going to steal the beer. You don't understand. If you're going to be my new driver, this is how it needs to go. I'm straight up ignoring him, not even paying attention to him. I'm working, down stacking, and I have my headphone. And he taps my shoulder, and I look at him, and I'm like, hey, man, if you see me working, don't fucking touch me, dude. I was like, don't you lay a finger on me. He was just like, walked away, and he made another phone call. And
I'm gonna tell on you.
And he ratted on me.
Oh my!
Because then
God.
after that, I haven't seen the store since. Like, I don't get that store anymore.
You know, some business owners are too used to, and I don't want to refer it to as a kiss ass, but sometimes it's what it is.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, okay, you work for me. I own this. And a lot of business owners get really big headed about that. And
Ego,
that
how
ego
high.
just gets out there. It's so sad, bro. It's so sad.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to get to that extent. Like, I match everybody with kindness. And I don't like being a dick to anybody. I don't like really arguing with accounts. Like, with all my accounts that I have, I always make sure to have a good relationship with them. If there's any issues, and they tell the salesman, but they don't tell me,
Right.
I'll call the salesman. I'll press the salesman and be like, hey, man, like, what's the issue? Like, they complaining about me. Why didn't you call me and tell me, like,
Right.
we need to fix this. This is my account. Like, I want to make it right.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. And I've had an account, too, that recently was, like, giving me problems. Before it never did. And it was something to do with how certain things were built too high. And, like, they had restrictions. They have a beer cave. And everything was too tight in there. And I don't got a lot of room.
Right.
And for people that don't know, you always have those competitors. So for us, it's people who distribute 805s, Bud Light, Budweiser, and we have the majority of products though.
Right.
So we have a lot
You
of
guys,
Modelo,
you guys have more
Corona.
stock in the store.
Exactly. We have Cayman Jacks, the Simplies. We have Mike's. I mean Smirnoffs. I mean, you fucking name it. We have a shit ton of fucking beer.
Right.
More beer than any of the other distributors.
Right.
So when they take up all the space and then I'm left with like a few, then it's just like, what the fuck you want me to do?
Yeah.
So again, like I said, like I make it work, but again, like they were complaining that, oh, you left too much beer outside. Like you need to put everything inside the beer cave. And I tell them, like, dude, I send pictures.
Yeah.
That's how like I cover my ass too. It's
Yeah.
like I'll take pictures so that way, like if they
You
do
have
try to
proof.
lie, it's just like no. Here, look at this.
Right.
And again, like, thank God that I save those pictures and I show them too, because then it's just like it saves your ass for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a rough one, especially when you have to deal with other competitors, like you said, because some of those other competitors don't care.
No.
They get in there, they drop whatever they want, and they go, right?
Yeah.
But they don't think about the next guy that has to go in after you. That's always one thing that I've hated about certain types of work.
Yeah.
Is consideration for other people that come in after you.
Yeah,
Right,
and I
like-
get it though, like because we're all the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for us, I think we're the only drivers that are salary based.
oh, okay.
A lot of the other drivers are hourly based.
Right.
So they get paid per hour. Just they can chill there. They can wait.
They gonna milk their time.
Yeah, they're gonna milk the
hours
time.
up.
For me, I ain't got time to milk it, so that's why I'm like I'm gonna rush all the time.
Right.
But like I don't take in consideration of how much space they got,
True.
and I know that they don't either. You know.
True.
And then it's just like it's different. There's some people that you can be cool with, and some people that you can't. And with other beer companies, especially in my area, I haven't got to talk to any of them because we deliver on different days.
Right.
And there's some days that they deliver first, and then they block up the majority of it. And there's other days that I deliver first, and I block up a huge majority of it too.
Right.
So it's always like a back and forth fucking thing.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. You ever think, I mean, you can't really save everybody, save everything, but do you think that maybe speaking with some of these store owners and just being like, hey, is it possible? Like when these guys drop, they put it in a specific area. So when we drop, we got all the space. It's more efficient. We get in, we get out, we go.
I've tried. There's only a few that would be willing. Because there's the one I delivered literally on Tuesday, and I'm a big dude. There's some cold boxes that I'm gonna fit in, and there's other ones that I'm not gonna fit in. And I have a few that I don't fit in at all. And it's either my helper does it, or I'll call and I'll tell them, be like, hey man, I don't fit. And either I line it up somewhere for somebody else that's skinny enough to do it,
Right.
or I take the beer back. And so I was by myself, and this was Tuesday recently. This cold box, their product, the Budweiser and Bud Light, blocked the entire walkway. So my walkway to get to my beer is in the very back corner.
Right.
The walkway is smushed from the shelf to the shelf. Like picture the shelf right here where
Right.
my couch is, right? And the product is right here.
Oh, nah.
I can't even fit like sideways. How the fuck you want me to bring all these cases? Like,
yeah, no.
and then from this wall to my window, that's where all my product is at. And it's lined up down that way. So
Dog.
I can't even get it to work. You know what? I got a video. Hold on.
I like videos.
He's giving us a in-house presentation at the moment.
If it's not on Microsoft PowerPoint, I don't want to see it.
12 size font, Times New Roman,
If it's not 500 words exactly,
double spacing. Oh, nah.
Yeah, nah.
There's no way. Yeah, Chapel's
Yeah.
no way.
all the way at the back.
There's
They
no way.
tripping. I would do the same shit, bro.
No, and that's the other thing too is like you see all that cardboard that's right there on the floor.
Yeah, bro. They left a fucking mess.
That's
like
No,
there's a point. Like, all right, you don't have. They didn't give you room to walk through. But if you're leaving shit on the floor, like to where you physically can't even walk, like that's a whole nother level.
so I literally was just like I took a picture, I took the video, and then I sent it to the sales guy, and I sent it to the district manager.
Right.
Because again, I'm not gonna make this work, and I already told the store guy like, hey man, this is like my second time that I told him, what do you expect me to do with this tight little spot? And I have to get to my cases that are in the back.
Right.
I can't make that work. And then when it's a mess, my thing is if your store is a mess and I have to clean it, I'm not stocking your shelves.
Yeah, no, that's not
Or
your job.
I'm organizing whatever minimal possible because I just cleaned up.
Right.
Like that's just how I do it. And I know a lot of people do it like that too. And they established that. But literally this guy was just like, they just delivered yesterday. I don't know what to do. And I was like, I don't know what you want me to do, bro. But I'm not, I don't have no authority or authorization to touch anyone else's case or anyone else's product other than ours.
Right.
So I'm not going to touch Bud Light or anything like that because that's not mine. If it breaks, that's on me. Then you guys get mad, you know?
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I don't know. Let me make a phone call. He tries to make phone calls. Then I make a phone call to the sales guy, and the sales guy is just like, well, I don't know what you want me to do. I was like, well, I'm
I
telling
don't know
you.
what you want me to do.
I'm
It's a
telling you,
liability
like,
issue. It's
I can't deliver it, and I can't, like, I physically cannot fit in this fucking little area.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, he was literally like, well, just take the whole order back. I was like, dude, I downstacked 3 pallets. I'm by myself, and if I restack all this shit back and I take it back into my truck, everything's just gonna fall.
Yeah.
Throughout, because that was barely like my second stop of the day.
So you'd have to take it out to get to your other shit too.
And I'm assuming those pallets are wrapped, huh? Oh yeah.
Once you unwrap them,
it's
Yeah, it's
over
fucked.
with. Yeah. It's there's no you don't get no roll of wrap to rewrap it, and there's no space to do all that.
nah.
So at that point, yeah.
So then he was like, well, I don't know what you want me to do, buddy. And I was like, well, buddy, either you come over here or send me somebody to come fix it because I'm not going to do it.
Oh man.
And he was like, well, call the district manager. Maybe he can help you out or anything like that. I was like, bro, all right, I'm going to give him a call, whatever. I hang up the phone with them. I call the district manager. He hits me with the same shit. I don't know what you want me to do about that, Martin.
Yeah.
Make it work. How do you want to make it work if I can't even fucking fit in the cold box, dude? And I told him that. And he was just like, well, I don't know what else to do. I was just like, dog, you can't send me somebody or you can't help me out with giving me somebody that can fit in here.
Right.
And he was like, well, I don't know if, and I was like, I'm by myself today, bro. If you want to be a dick like that to me today,
Yeah.
I was like, best believe any other time that you need a favor or you need something from me, you can
Tough
go
luck.
you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
He was just like, you don't got to be like that, bro. You don't got to be aggressive. You don't got to. And I was just like, no. Oh, fuck. I was like, no, dude. I was like, damn, I'm getting hot all over again. I'm getting all pissed off. I'm like, no, dude, you just don't understand. I was just like, I'm a big dude. I can't fucking fit in this cold box.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this on speaker. The store guy is listening, and he's just like, well, I don't know. He's stuttering at that point because like me and him were just in a heated fucking moment. And I was like, all right, bro, if you're gonna be like this, bro, whatever. And I hung up on him.
Damn.
10 minutes gone by, this fucking merchandiser fucking shows up out of nowhere. He's just like, hey, they told me to come help you. I was just like,
speed dial.
I was like, yeah. I was just like, just bring me the cases, dude. I was just like, I'm gonna just shimmy my ass in here, just because like there's some people that just don't know how to work. And again, I wasn't gonna be a dick and leave them here and be like, all right, go ahead, fucking figure it out.
Handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, let's do it together. I was like, but I can't trust you enough to work in the fucking thing because, you know, they're not going to do a good job of fucking fixing it or making everything fucking fit right.
Right.
So I was like, no, just bring me the stuff. You're skinny enough. You can make everything fit.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just fucking shove my ass in here and just wait over here. And sure enough, that's how we did. I was there for like an hour and a half.
Jesus.
Fuck.
And just for comparison, how long does it usually take you to, stack a store like that?
Average. Because I know every store is different.
Yeah, every store is different. On average, if it's 150 cases and if it's 2 people, if me and my helper,
Right.
and if it's one of those good accounts, we'll be in and out in 30 minutes.
Sheesh.
And if it's same thing, 150 cases, and it's one of those picky accounts or they ask a little bit, an hour.
Right.
This one took like 170 cases, I want to say, and an hour and a half still wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those that just take a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. But usually, like, I've done stops by myself for like 150 or almost 200 cases, and I'll get done in 30 minutes by myself.
Right.
But again, every account's different. Every story's different. Some are easier than others.
And it's kind of crazy too, because they always say you don't get to talk about cool, or you don't get cool stories without going through shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got to have those rough days just to have something to talk about. That's crazy, though. I would never imagine those are the struggles you deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah. There's literally, like I said, bro, my work phone alone, I got a shit ton of fucking pictures of all kinds of shit that I literally was just like, look, this is one of the stores. They had all their product in my fucking way.
Oh, my God.
They didn't even try.
Nah.
Like at all. They
Knowing
literally just put shit down.
knowing you have a delivery coming and that's how you leave the spot, that would piss me off.
That reminds me of a storage unit.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Just throw your shit in there.
I hate
This
that.
is one of the cold boxes I don't fit in.
No,
Yeah,
I can see
bro.
that, bro.
That's
Even
wild.
for me, you gotta, and then when you bring a case in, you gotta lift it up over that case.
Yeah.
Nah,
And then
bro.
still shimmy your way
yeah,
through. Fuck.
nah, bro. And
You
to
gonna hit one of
imagine, and to imagine 170, bro.
And then they expect us to, like, where the brown boxes are.
Yeah.
They expect us to have that shit full, but look how fucking close it is to the fucking walkway, to the shelves.
They tripping, bro.
Nah.
You know, I think the company itself just has to establish, like, okay, if you want us to deliver, you need to make sure your store is set accordingly. Because why are we sitting here having our workers struggle, wasting all this time trying to get stuff right for you, but you're not even preparing your spot
For us.
for us? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing whenever, like, UPS or FedEx comes in and they're coming to drop a package off or pick it up. There's an expectation from both sides. So, okay, I know FedEx is coming at 2:30. I need to make sure all my packages are ready to go by 2:00 at least.
Yeah.
If UPS or FedEx pulls up and I'm still packaging stuff and I'm like, oh, I got like 20 more cases I got to do, bro. Like, can you wait? Now
We ain't fucking waiting.
Now FedEx is either paying their guy to sit down and wait, and he's got to get OT because he waited all that time to, wait for you to get your shit
Yeah.
done. Or they're just going to leave.
Yeah.
And now you're SOL because you weren't prepared on time. And now your company's on your ass. It's just best to always be prepared for both ends. And it's more efficient, bro. Some companies just don't get it.
Yeah. No, for
That's
sure.
the one thing I like about my job, because I work in that government building.
Right.
So if there's a problem, like,
Uncle Sam's going to take care of it.
nah, because we have a sandblast booth to
Okay.
blast the helicopters, strip them of the paint,
Uh-huh.
and a motor went out that sucks in all the particles that they're blasting.
Oh, okay.
This was literally yesterday. And we're like, well, motor's shot. I don't know what you want us to do about it. Like, we can't repair it. Like, we have to order a new one.
Yeah.
And the way we order shit, it takes mad long.
Yeah.
That's why I always have downtime at work. Because something happens, because they don't let us buy stock. Like, we can't stock
It has
up
to
on
get, like,
shit.
approved.
Yeah, it's
Got
so
you.
fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But we told a green suit, which is a soldier, he was running the building. We told him, and then he comes and knocks on the door like an hour later. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, oh, is so-and-so in? The guy that runs the facility, I'm just a maintenance mechanic.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, he's on the floor somewhere. Like, he's walking around. And then I guess he went to go. I went and sat back down. I had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And I go to fill up my water, and I see them talking in the hallway, and I'm just listening.
Eavesdropping.
I hear them. And then I fill up my water, and I walk back, and I'm walking back, and I'm like, let me just stand here and see what's up. So I walk up, and I'm listening. And he's like, well, what's wrong with it? The guy's like, the motor's shot. Like, there's no fixing. Like, the boot is going to be down for a minute.
Yeah.
He's like, well, is that something you guys are going to take care of? And he's like, no, we're just going to leave it broken. I know that's what he wanted to say. He was like, yeah, we got to order everything. But that shit pisses me off. It's
That gets annoying too when they're just when
bro.
you're just like, what the fuck you mean? Like, shit's broken.
And then technically, they can't even talk to us.
Really?
Because they're they're government or they're federal, and we're state.
Gotcha.
So technically, we're not even supposed to be talking to them or them talking to us.
Okay.
Like they got to go through our office,
Our
and then
chain
the
of-
office tells us.
Got you. Yeah.
But yeah, that shit gets mad annoying, bro.
That shit does get mad annoying. I've had that shit happen a bunch of times. Like just recently, I was looking at the video. So I had issues with my pallet jack for a minute.
The hydraulic going out, huh?
Some shit, right? And I reported it. At first, my manager was just like, "Well, what the fuck did you do to it?" I was like, "Dude, it stopped working." So then I reported that one broken, right? He takes it back. Takes it to the mechanic. The mechanic's just like, everything's working fine.
Oh my
There's
God,
no issues.
I hate that.
And then he comes back and he's just like, hey, go ahead and take your pallet jack tomorrow. Everything's working fine. There's no issues. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, not thinking anything of it. Bro, my first fucking stop, my first pallet that I pick up on the fucking pallet jack, it's just, it has no power. Like, if it's the
Oh, it's
battery.
the electric
still-
one?
Yeah, the electric
Oh.
one. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the manual, like.
Yeah, those ones, the seals might go out.
Nah, look, let me see if I find that video.
That's so crazy. bro.
Because,
But I
like,
wonder if the mechanic tested it if he had a weighted pallet on it.
yeah.
no, he didn't. I
See,
know
that's
for a
the
fact.
fucking problem then.
I know for a fact.
Yeah, the motor's probably burnt out. There's too much weight and the motor burned out.
Yeah. It's barely like my
But
first one.
if you're testing something like that, you got to test it for what it's being used for, or else you're not really testing it.
Yeah.
He was like,
And it's
he
slowly
probably just
dragging.
turned it on and was
Yeah.
moving around like, oh yeah, no,
I
it
kept
works.
turning it on, turning it off. Like, it was not working, bro. And this was the first pallet jack. I want you to remember that.
Bro.
And that incident happens, right? It's
Right.
not fucking working.
Right.
And then I'm like, fuck, I'm getting pissed off. I load it back up to my truck and I bring the last pallet down. Luckily, I was able to bring down like 4 or 5 pallets. And then I was like, cool. And I told my guy, I was like, go ahead and just load up the pallet jack and then I'll finish up this store. And my guy comes back. He's just like, hey, dude, there's a problem. Your pallet jack's stuck on the lift gate. It doesn't want to move anywhere.
Oh my.
I was like, what do you mean stuck on the lift gate? He's like, it's literally just on the lift gate. And I was like, bro, you're kidding me. And he's just like, nah, man, I don't know what to do. And then I fuck with it for a little bit. It turns on. I'm able to put it fully on the lift gate. And I was like, all right, cool. If I can put it at least inside the trailer, be golden.
Right.
Man, this shit's like halfway off the trailer, like on the lift gate, and it stopped working completely. It doesn't want to turn on.
Leg in, one pan leg out.
And then homeboy's just like, what the fuck do I do? And then I call the mechanic. Mechanic was just like, oh, what pallet jack is it? What number is it? And I was like, it's my number. So I gave him. I was like, it's the pallet jack that you guys both said that you guys gave me the okay to take today. I was like, it's 5 a.m. right now.
Yeah.
When can you bring me another one? He's just like, well, let me see. Can you open up the chassis and like check if you can mess with some of the wires or trip some of the fucking breaker in it?
What?
I was like, oh, that ain't gonna do
Not my
shit.
job.
And so then
Bro.
So then I start fucking with it, dude, and it's getting me pissed off because I'm like, dude, I get stuck in my trailer. I want to get to my next stop, but I can't even get to my next stop because I can't even unfold the
load.
the lift gate.
Yeah.
So then I'm getting just agitated. He's just like, well, it's going to be a while if we get somebody to go drop you off another pallet jack.
God.
He's like, is there any way that you can get that pallet jack off and put it back into the other truck? I was like, huh?
Motherfucker,
It
it
don't
don't move.
bro.
Fuck the other truck. The motherfucker don't move.
Like, what do you expect me to do with a pallet jack that don't move in general? Like, I
Dog,
can't
and
drag it.
My helper's just looking at me. He's just like, well, I mean, we got to wait. I was like, I'm not waiting, dog. I
Nah.
was just like,
Waiting in the
No,
truck.
you're not.
Bro.
No, you're not.
Bro, and to mind you, it's 5 a.m. How recent was this?
this was like what? No, it was
End of
like
last year?
5 months ago, dude.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, bro,
end of
if this was dead winter, like last
no,
month,
it was during summer. Yeah,
at least it
during
was
summer.
cool during that time. But still,
But no, it
imagine
was like
waiting.
the busiest time for us. Like,
summer
Yeah,
would be
true.
popping.
so we
Everyone's
were
I'll
like,
go.
I was like, I gotta be on the move, bro.
Yeah.
So my helper's just like, and it's a different helper at this time before this one got fired.
Damn.
Sheesh.
And he's just like, and he was a cool dude. He was just like whatever, like nonchalant. He was like lazy. He would do the
Yeah.
work whenever he wanted. And he was like, well, I mean, we're gonna wait. And I was like, I'm not fucking waiting, dude. So then I grab the pallet jack and I fucking lift that shit with everything and I fucking yank it inside the truck. And he looked at me, he was just like, damn, bro.
He's like, I was trying to chill, bro.
And I was like, come on, close the lift gate. We're going to go to the next one. And the next one was two boards. And we had to down stack it. And he was like, are we going to wait for the mechanic here to bring the other pallet jack? I was just like, nah, boy. Get your ass on the lift gate. Let's go. We're going to down stack it in here. He's like, in the truck? I was just like, yeah. He was just like, damn, dude, you really trying to finish your day? I was like, yeah.
Not trying to be here all day.
Trying to be here all day.
What you mean trying to finish your day?
Because think about the collateral of all that, right? Okay, so yeah, ultimately it was the mechanic's fault, but you got a job to do still.
Yeah.
And they gonna look at you and be like, okay, well, you could have did this, you could have did that. Like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes them lazy coworkers be preying on your downfall.
Dude,
In his head, he was like, fuck.
because he was just going so slow, and I was just like, and again, this is a different dude. Because the dude that I have now, I fucking bless
He's
his
on
heart.
it.
He's on it.
Yeah.
But the dude that I had before, he was just, and I was like, hey, bro, I was like, do me a favor, get the fuck out the way. And I just start downstairs. I was like, start taking that shit to the lift gate. I was like, take as much stacks as you want, because we're gonna deliver the store ASAP. I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
I fast forward. They give me a pallet jack that day. I kill off my day, and I go to the warehouse. I tell them about it, and then the dude was just like, "Well, it was working perfectly fine. The pallet jack was working perfectly fine yesterday, so
I would have slapped him.
I don't know what's the issue." And I was just like, "Hey, man," I was like, "I'm letting you know. Like, I'm showing this video. I'm letting you know about it. And if you don't believe me, then I don't know what else to do."
I'm like, just get me a new fucking jack, bro.
Yeah.
Like, give it to somebody else if it works fine.
Yeah. So I got fed up, and I had reported it to the superior supervisor.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, no, like I'm not. This dude, like, he's a cool manager, but he doesn't take shit serious all the time.
Exactly.
When he's just, I don't know if he just doesn't care. He's just nonchalant about it. But I went to our main boss, and I told him, and I showed him the video, and I wanted him to get on that dude's ass.
Yeah.
He ends up getting on the wrong dude's ass, and I feel bad because that dude, he's so like cool.
Yeah.
But he always gets like the thick of it, and he does nothing wrong.
He goes the
Yeah.
fucking butt end of the stick.
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't even work on this shit. What the fuck? What do you say fuck 50 for?
So
What did I do?
Literally.
so then I end up seeing the same pallet jack in 2 days, and they're like, "Go ahead and take it." I was like, "I'm not taking it, dude."
Yeah.
I was like, "I know damn well you guys didn't." He was like, "It's working perfectly fine." I was just like, "Have someone else take it, bro, because I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
And I guess the dude that had it for a while, he was doing bars and restaurants. Bars and restaurants do not lift the same pallets as big chain accounts or even liquor stores do. So I was like, nah, like, and fuck it, it's working for him. Keep it. I'm still gonna use the spare one. I don't trust that shit.
Yeah.
Little by little, I start seeing that pallet jack getting left behind at the warehouse every fucking day. And then one of the main dudes who had trained me, he's well known to be like the golden goose of my company. He does a lot for the company. He sells a lot. Anyways, he takes it out. He's just like, dude, my first stop. He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. And he calls like, once he gives a call to a mechanic or anything, they're fucking on it. They'll be like, nope, that's the fucking golden boy right there. Like, we got to be on it. Give him the best equipment possible. And he was like, man, this pallet jack fucking sucked. It died on me on my first fucking pallet that I had. I was like, of the day? He was like, yeah. I was like,
I would have walked back up to him. It's working fine, huh? It's working fine, huh?
man. And I thought I was done with like fucked up pallet jacks, right?
Oh, no.
No, bro. So there was this whole fiasco of pallet jacks getting fucked up.
Oh God.
The same brand that I had, and they were just getting fucked up left and right. There was like at least like 5 other drivers that didn't have their own pallet jacks, and I was one of the 5. So I guess they had this huge meeting with the corporate, and they were buying 10 brand new ones. I was excited because I was like, cool, I'm going to get a different pallet jack. I didn't expect it to be the spanking, like, brand new ones.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't expect the new ones, but I was like, oh, I'm going to get a better one, like, you know. End of one meeting, they're like, at the end of the day, bring whatever pallet jack you're using. We're going to assign you to brand new ones. I get to the warehouse. I see that they gave me one of the newest ones.
Nice.
Spanking new, like, fresh. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Riding dirty.
Dog, I take it out the first day. Doesn't
Dead.
fucking work. Doesn't work.
Hey,
Doesn't
man.
work, dude.
Hey,
dude,
man.
I was like, it's only my luck, bro. These are the newest ones. Like, what the fuck? And
So was it only yours that fucked up, or did the other?
it was only mine. Let's make that very clear. Out of the all 10,
dog.
out of all 10, mine was the only one that was fucked up. Because then they didn't believe me because they were like, it's one of the newest ones, man. If at this point, it's probably something that you fucking did.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, it's not working. And I was like, look. And so I take a video and I sent it to him. These are, mind you, these are the brand new ones, dude.
That's crazy. He really showed you a lottery ticket that day. Hit the casino or something.
I would have just laughed, bro.
I'm turning on and off, nothing. That shit is not turning on.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'd be sick, bro.
Dude,
You
and
think
then-
one day is bad?
And the mechanic was like, well, unplug the main power source and plug it back in. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I did that a couple times and I sent him the videos of it not fucking working.
I'd be like, at this point, bro, just give me the manual one,
Oh
please.
God, just give me the hydraulic
Now,
one.
where it was fucked up, it was fucked up inside one of the pallets that I had to deliver. Wow. My first one. This was at 4 a.m.
Yeah, should have bought a lottery ticket that day.
Imagine waking up, going to work at 4 a.m, and your first pallet jack goes
And
out.
I was like, it worked fine because I was able to load it into my truck and
Yeah.
start my day.
Maybe it's just your truck.
Bro, I was like, this cannot be happening right now. And then this was my Walmart, and the receiver was just like, well, how are you gonna deliver or anything? And I was like, well, I don't even know how. Like, I have to yank this whole pallet jack by hand. Like,
Yeah.
and bro, yanking it into the truck is one thing. It has
Yanking
nothing on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yanking it out when it has a whole pallet on top, that's a different story. So then now I have this new helper, right? And this new helper, he's cool, and he's like, dude, I can't yank this bitch out. Like, I can't pull it. And I was just like, man, I gotta figure something out. I was like, bring me that. I was like, you see that other pallet jack that they got, that manual one? Bring it and start just pulling out pallets, and I'm gonna see if I can take this one out. And I'm talking to one of the managers, and he's just like, is it stuck on one of the pallets? I was like, yeah, I'm trying to take it out. He was just like, well, how are you gonna do that? I was like, with my hands, I'm gonna fucking yank this shit out. He was like, that shit's heavy, Martin, bro. Don't try to hurt yourself. I was like, honestly, dude, you're just setting me up at this point. Dude. I was like, I'm not waiting an hour and a half until you bring me somebody to bring me another pallet jack.
Right.
He's like, all right, whatever. So then this whole time I'm fucking yanking this fucking pallet jack, bro. I'm fucking pulling it. It's one of the newest ones, so I'm like, I don't want to fucking kick you and fucking bend you and everything.
Yeah.
But you're getting me so pissed off that you're not getting off this fucking pallet jack.
I've had enough.
And luckily I was able to take that shit, take it off the pallet. But boy, I was drenched in sweat. Like, I was gassed. Like, it looked like I was a fucking crackhead just fucking dry heaving.
But he was going through withdrawals.
And I can imagine how heavy they are, considering all those electric components,
The
bro.
motor itself is heavy.
Yeah, and then you got the battery. Bro, I'm sorry, but if that went out on me, listen, I weigh 135 pounds. If that went out on me, day's over with, buddy. I'm done. It's over with.
And I guess one main fucking fuse or electrical problem was burnt out.
Oh,
Brand
And I was
new.
like, brand spanking new though. I was like,
at least
that's
it wasn't
not
your
right.
fault.
Yeah, yeah. And
I can't blame that one on you.
And I made sure to catch the video because I was just like, nope, I'm sending it to the boss. He
Yep.
just assigned these.
Yep.
Literally the first day that I was taking it out, like, I was nothing to do. Like, not my fault.
Yeah. That's wild, bro.
And now I got it back. Now I have no issues with it, thank God. But
Praying you don't deal with it again, bro.
dog, I was gone. I think I was gone for like a month without a fucking good pallet jack. Dog. I kept using the spare ones, and then now I was like, fuck, I'm thugging it out though.
Telling you, bro. It's way more convenient too whenever you're dropping it off. If the person you're dropping it off to has a pallet jack, that's golden. Because then you can just have them loaded, unloaded. Like at my job, they have these big FedEx trucks that come in long trailers, and Those guys, they come with a hand pallet jack. I'm talking hydraulic. You got to lift it. I'm like,
That's just ghetto, bro.
hey, bro, move that out the way.
All right, bro, we get it. You moved up in world, all right?
No, I'm sorry.
You got
dude.
the electronic one.
FedEx has enough money to afford the electric
Yes,
ones, dog.
bro.
Come on now.
Yes, bro.
But
or
to
at least
do
the trailers where they move. You know, the floors that move. That would be
Those are
convenient.
tough.
Yeah. Obviously, I know that shit costs a lot of money.
We
But
used
at
to
the
get
same
wood
time,
But they got the money,
delivered in
dog.
that.
Like,
yeah.
That shit's so crazy when the
the
whole
wood chips?
bro, it's full of wheel chips and you just see it, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck?
I still don't know how that shit works. That shit's crazy. But yeah,
He's like, you want to stand in there? I was like, what you mean stand in there? He was like, yeah,
Watch the floor
stand
move?
in the back of like where it opens up. He was like, stand right there. You'll be in the back in no time. I was like, ain't no way, bro. I stood there. You turned that shit on. I was in the back hella quick. I was just like, oh shit.
might have to get a skateboard in that motherfucking ollie off the back. Nah, I'm just saying, bro. Technology nowadays, we be moving like cavemen when we know these companies got money to at least upgrade something.
well, shit. Pepsi's moving.
They
I
signed
think,
that deal
to-
with Tesla.
with Tesla, yeah. And like I'm seeing,
I've seen a couple of them now.
I've seen a few. Yeah,
Yeah, and it looks nice, but then I was talking to the Pepsi dude, and I was like, hey, bro, like, how do you do it? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, because you're dead center. Like,
Yeah, that shit must feel awkward.
I was like, and the windows don't roll down.
None?
what?
That's from what I heard and from what he had told me. Maybe they do, but they don't. But then also, like, you can't roll down the window and like,
Yeah, you're in the middle.
Check your blinds.
'Cause you're
Or
right
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure they
middle.
got like dumb cameras on it.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
it has a
probably
shit. I think it
electronic
has like the 360 camera view too, and like
What trailer too?
That's kind of.
I think it's just the cab.
If it was a trailer, that'd be crazy.
But it might be the trailer too. I don't know.
Well, you got to
really.
think about it though, because on some of these cars, they already have the what do they call that? The satellite view,
Yeah.
where you're looking, you can see the whole car and
Yeah,
what's
yeah, yeah.
around it. If they had that on a trailer truck, that'd be
Golden.
sick. You would never have it.
But then would they have to have the trailer upgraded as well?
Good
No,
point.
that's true. Because there
Good
has to be a
point.
connection to the
Good
to the
point.
cab.
I mean, I'm sure it's nothing but an extension, but at the same time,
Or
when you're
is it like a little
attaching, detaching
bubble that you put on
trailers.
top like with the clearance lights?
Right.
And then that just gives it like a whole sensor in the back trailer.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know how that works, but again, like I said, I was just asking him. I was like, that shit must be hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, it takes a minute to get used to, because like to back up and like you only depend on what you see on the rearview mirrors rather than like, okay, let me check my blind spot,
Right.
and make sure I don't smack anything on the side, you know.
Not only that, but
I wonder how long they actually last though, like the battery life.
but
I don't know.
even driving a Tesla in general, it's such a crazy driving experience compared to driving a regular car.
That shit makes my head hurt.
I genuinely hate driving Teslas. Like when I worked at Le Schwab and I seen a Tesla pull up, I was like, oh my God, bro, you're lying. And it's not because like it's super expensive. It's just the features of it. Like the gas and brake alone. When you drive a Tesla and you're driving, like let's say you're doing 20 miles an hour, you let off the gas, it has an automatic brake feature. So if you hit the brakes naturally in your head, like, oh, I'm
You're
driving
gonna
a
stop
normal
way
car.
faster.
Yeah, you're gonna damn near hit the steering wheel. Like I'm what? Like there's so many different things with that vehicle compared to a regular car. I can imagine what the semis are like.
Yeah, and the dude, I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes some of these guys will race.
Oh, I don't
I
mind
know I shouldn't be saying, but I will race.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, I'm trying to beat you to the next stop
Yeah.
before I get, you know. So this dude's just like, oh, every time I get you at the stoplight, you're cooked.
Yeah.
He's like, because your truck, you have to wait for it to
Idle up, yeah.
change gears, like upshift. He's like, with this Tesla, I get to that red light, I'm gonna fucking gap you straight up.
There
He's
goes
like,
your
this one
battery
just
life.
fucking boom, takes off, even with the full load. It'll fucking boom, straight take off.
I wonder how long it takes for them to charge those semis though. Those batteries gotta be huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
yeah. I don't know.
You won't see that motherfucker flip over though.
Oh, absolutely. No, that's too heavy,
That
bro.
motherfucker's not gonna flip
Too
over.
heavy. But I mean,
Technology is moving up.
it's moving quick. I'm just waiting to see what they do about these planes, bro.
How do you feel about AI? Do you guys have that feature on your guys' iPhones?
I haven't even tried
Which
it
one?
out.
So Galaxy has Galaxy AI. It's like a feature that, so on my phone, I can, if I want to do like quick searches or even like coming up with like literally just artificial intelligence right on my phone, on my screen. I can literally, let's say like, if I look at an Instagram post that DJ posted, and I want to search up cars, his exact car.
Yeah.
I literally like grab my finger and I'll like hold it, and then I'll like draw out the car.
Damn.
Or I'll like circle it, and then it'll pop up. What do I want to do with it? What do I want to,
Yeah.
It's like, it's highly advanced.
That's crazy.
And I was just wondering if iPhone had the same thing with artificial intelligence.
Well, we have something of that sort. Like, we have this feature where if you look at a photo and you tap and hold a specific item in there, you can do things like, Safari search and stuff like that, and make a sticker out of it. But I mean, I feel like that's a little bit more advanced than what we can do. That's cool as hell. I like that. But I mean, trusting AI, like,
and that's like the new thing right now with Galaxy. That's what they're promoting. Like, like I got a text message from Samsung to upgrade my phone, and then that's what they're promoting, the whole new Galaxy AI and all that. I don't know. I know that they also have the features of the Ring, the Galaxy Ring,
right.
And obviously the newest technology, which is like the watch band, the watch. There's just all kinds of stuff they're coming out for Galaxy that's all gonna intertwine together
with each other.
Yeah. I mean, AI is cool. I don't think it's
definitely scary.
It's scary, right? And obviously there's a lot of people out here that are testing the limits of AI and what it can do and how far they can go with certain things. And I think for what it's used right now, it's cool because you can create new things. But at the same time, like, I know you've seen videos on TikTok or Instagram, and it looks so real, and you're like, bruh, is this AI? Like, you have to question those things sometimes. And I feel like as it gets more and more advanced, it could be used to manipulate or
for sure
to fabricate certain things. And it's going to be a lot harder to prove it wrong, or it's going to be a lot harder to decipher it. And I don't think...
Do you guys see the ads that AI creates? And how fucking, like, crazy that shit is?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I've seen videos AI created, and it's like the first few seconds you're like, what am I looking at? And then you realize you're like, oh, it's AI. It's going to get, like I said, to a point to where you just won't be able to tell the difference. And I think that's dangerous, What happens in legal cases? What happens when it gets to a point where, oh, I got evidence of this person doing this, and it's AI generated. And if there's no, like, tracing to finding out if it's AI, if it's real, how do you find that out? How do you decipher that?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about. I think about the bad, because humans, they like to dabble into shit a little too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like to experiment. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's just too much, bro.
Yeah.
They're using it for hella shit now too, though.
Yeah.
Like, I know Call of Duty using it.
Really?
That's how they make the skins and shit. And, like, you know how you go to the store and it shows, like, the or like the picture of all the shit?
Right.
That's AI.
That's crazy.
Really?
Like, active AI, and that's crazy.
Damn.
Now, what do you think that means for, like, people with jobs who do, like, digital
Graphic design and shit?
Yeah.
That'll probably be... Well, there's always... Because AI is not always going to get exactly what you want. But
Yeah.
It's definitely going to die out.
Damn.
They're using it for movies and shit, too. Like, editing and shit.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, instead of using, like, actual, like, cars and car crashes and stuff, they just do an AI edit behind it.
No, just, like, full scenes will be AI.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
A lot of jobs gone.
yeah, a lot of jobs. Damn. What about you? What do you think about, like, where do you think AI is going to take us in the future?
I find it that it's already like how advanced our technology is now is like it's next level. Like, they're showing people having robot dogs, literally like a robot human that has the AI embedded into it.
Right.
It's crazy how fast paced a lot of technology is working now. But I feel like compared to other countries, like, Japan has a shit ton of technology.
Yeah.
And like the newest shit.
Yeah, they're way more advanced than we are.
Yeah, way more advanced.
Yeah, so I don't know. It is a trip though. Like, just how much we allow technology to
Control.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy. I feel like what's gonna happen next is Elon's gonna put that shit in a Neuralink, those chips that they're working on. If he puts that shit in someone's head,
They were saying the Neuralink was supposed to repair certain, I don't know if it was like dysfunctions. So like things that have to do with like nerves, right? So if you have a limb where you have nerve damage, it's supposed to improve that. It's supposed to help bring back that function.
it's used for.
All right, good talk.
I'm sure. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't remember the name of the, like an implant.
Implants, yeah. I mean,
So they could have like a mechanical arm, but they can
Right.
still control it with their mind.
yeah. I do think that it'll help in certain cases.
They're
but-
implants of people that are like like they have their arm amputated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're able to get like not a robotic hand, but a hand that has like connections into the
To the
nerves,
nerves.
to like insert.
Yeah.
But Elon's
right.
trying to like go past that. Like he's trying to have it when the chip, like they put it in a certain, or they reads the brain waves that your brain's telling you to move your hand, and it'll do it.
I genuinely feel like it. Like I said, everything obviously has its benefits, but it gets to a point. Like, and I'm not trying to go out there with these crazy theories, but like people are already saying, okay, Tesla can, or Elon Musk can literally shut down a Tesla. Like, there's been videos of people doing crazy reckless shit with their Teslas, and he completely just shuts it off. Like he's like, no, you can't use this car no more. I'm not
I think that's
saying.
legal. Pretty sure you own the car. You can do whatever you want with it.
Hey, you would think so, but in other countries, laws are not the same. But
Yeah.
at the same time, what happens when technology gets so advanced? Obviously, there's always somebody out there that's able to take control of something.
Just like same thing with like all the robberies.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you have a high security system, but
Yeah.
then somebody knows how it works and they
You-
just break through.
And
it.
there's always
remember?
like loopholes. Like that's crazy how
Yeah.
much loopholes there are still to this day.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to talk about really a lot about the subject, but there was recently like that school shooting or that school threat of this kid that tested the limits of security AI that they had in their school, embedded into their schools, into their school camera system. So if you had a weapon or a possible weapon, AI would scan it and it would immediately alert the authorities, like straight up. And they would show up within 5 minutes for a school threat or school shooting, right? This kid was able to smuggle in a whole fucking gun and then shot up the school. And then the authority, like he found a loophole behind that
Right.
whole thing to bypass this fucking security that was worth like thousands of fucking dollars.
yeah.
So it's insane how fucking, bless you. It's insane how there's always going to be a loophole.
And it's the same thing with like anything in technology. Like, I don't know if you guys heard the story, but there was this kid that was able to breach into, I want to say it was Apple. I could be wrong on this. It was years ago, but some 14-year-old kid was smart enough to be able to breach into one of the company's like most secure databases. And they asked, because they found out it was him, and they were like, how did you figure it out?
I think
And
it was NASA.
with NASA.
Yeah.
And so he ends up like explaining to them how he did it and all that other stuff. And I think later on
And then
down
they
the
hired
road,
him.
they hired him. Yeah. So, there's always people out there that can figure things out.
Yeah.
As long as there's any form of technology, whether it's internet based or whether it's a system, humans are curious. If you're wise enough to create it, somebody's wise enough to
Figure it out,
get
figure out
into
how it
it
works.
and find a loophole
Yeah.
every single time.
All the time. Yep.
So, I mean, it's crazy how far we've come in the world, but again,
I'm just gonna move to the mountains, bro. Fuck technology.
oh my God. But other than that, on another topic,
What's up?
I don't think I've ever asked this question, but where do you see yourself? And I know this is so basic, but where do you see yourself literally within the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I'm still going to be doing the podcast for sure.
Dedication.
I'm a manifester right now, hopefully married. Hopefully home,
That's right.
like a house, and not just like I used to say just a generic home or first starter house, but no, I think long term for like a big house, just because I opened up to you guys about me having to take care of my mom, and
Right.
she's going to be moving in soon. And again, like I'm always going to do something for my family. I'm always going to do something for my mom, for my dad.
You always look out for the
Yeah.
ones that looked after you.
Exactly. And then they're not. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she
Right.
really doesn't, you know. And then again, like I'm always going to take care of my mom,
Right.
no matter what.
Right.
So, and then within the next 5 years, hopefully, I get that.
That's right.
That's where I'm at.
That's right.
What about you? Where you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't ever think that far. I think about as far as next week, and that's it. I throughout the years, I learned that planning things too far ahead for myself usually never goes as planned. I do see myself owning my own towing company. It's been something I've been in the works for the past 2 years. Definitely in my own house. Probably another car project and a daily. You know me with my cars, man. I can't stop.
Yeah.
And like I said, owning my own business, family operated, owned. Just making more money and just not being in a financial position where I have to struggle.
Yeah.
Content creation is still going to be there. I don't really plan on cutting that out anytime soon. I need to actually pick up more.
Yeah.
Because like I said before, I lost inspiration for a little bit of time, and I don't know if it was strictly because of my new work schedule or if I just genuinely just ran out of ideas. But I just feel like I need to be able to take a break in what I do so that way I can come up with new ideas. It's hard finding new ideas amidst being in the middle of everything. And then again, finding a new job and working so many hours, it cuts a lot of your time to be able to sit down and think about what you want to do next or how you're going to do certain things, just stuff like that. So I would say definitely owning a business within the next 5 years and in my own crib, new car project, still making content, and praying that all the people that I'm here with today, friends, family, and all that, they're still with me so that way I can, make them proud and bring them along with me to the road, the journey.
Hell yeah. What about you, Isaac? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
If I'm still alive,
Bruh.
you never know, bro.
Be cool, bruh.
Tomorrow's not promised, bro.
Tomorrow's not promised, but
That's
be
true.
cool, bruh.
That's true.
Hopefully, I'll definitely still be working for the state. Hopefully I should be moved up by then at a higher position. Definitely having my own house, content, getting done. Hopefully the business is going fully by then. Like we're on top of shit. I would say a relationship, but I don't really know if I want a relationship. I probably should though, because we're already 25, bro.
Yeah.
A relationship between the next 5 years will be all right. I think that's about it.
I think that's another thing I missed out on because I mentioned this on the last podcast too. My goal was always to have a kid by 27, 28. I
Better get to it, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I have to do it by 27 and that. You know what I'm? It's if I'm ready for that. It's if I'm prepared for that. I've witnessed, people have kids early and they're able to make it happen with their situations. And unfortunately, I feel like in my situation, I just can't do that.
Yeah.
You don't want that for your kid either, though. Like, you don't want to be
like I voluntarily would not bring a child into this world knowing that I can barely suffice for myself.
Exactly.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I refuse.
And that's good. That's good that you have that mentality, bro. Because there's other people that don't got that.
Nope, they're just fuck it.
baby fever. Like I want a kid so bad, bro.
Don't got their life together.
And then they
still live with
realize
mom,
what
still live with dad.
responsibility comes with.
And then when the kid's 8 months old and they're just crying or 2 years old, however old, and they just
And the girl's just like, I want to party. I want to be a baddie.
oh my god,
Just
bro.
like, dude, you're a whole mom. Relax.
Please
Hung it up already.
Go feed my son.
Hang it
Hurry
up. My goodness,
Quit talking in
bro.
my ear. Go feed my son.
Yeah. Stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's another thing, dude. Finding a partner that is mature. Maturity has been the biggest problem in the past, I don't know how many years, and I get it, we're all growing up. I'm 24, about to be 25. Like, some people are getting it together, some people have already, some haven't. I'm not going to blame you for whatever position you're in now, but you got to mature at some point and understand, like,
Ain't nobody love you, baby.
this life is not a game. Like, you can't just continue doing the same old stuff and being toxic and just living a reckless life all your life. You got to lock in at some point, bro.
Yep.
I'm not going to sit here and,
Fuck
again,
around.
get in a relationship with somebody who, oh, I want a kid. Okay. And then a year, 2 years later, you don't cook, you don't work, you don't teach the kid anything.
Or it's not the relationship that you expect it to be.
Yeah, that too. Or you just, they're not holding their part as a parent. And that's super important because whatever you bring into this world, you have to be able to teach it something.
Yeah.
What are you going to teach the kid, bro? Like,
How to hold the flashlight, probably.
OnlyFans? How to run a drop shipping account?
I said, hold that. Right here. Point it right here.
Like you genuinely have to have essential life tools when you bring a child into this world so that way you can teach them at a young age, hey, this is how you act. This is how you maneuver in the real world. This is how you do this and that and third. I'm not going to sit here and talk like I got a kid, but I've definitely been around enough people. I've definitely been around enough situations where I understand like, okay, well, this is good parenting right here. I like this. And others where it's like, hey, bruh, I'm not going to lie to you. That's going to be a silver tooth for sure. I ain't going to want my kid around here when they grow up because God bless. But at the same time, like I said, I genuinely just hope that if you end up having a kid, if I end up having a kid later on down the road, that they do have the essentials that they need in life to be able to prosper and be the better person that they need to be.
Yeah.
And
Y'all
at
better
least
tell me when that happens because we all having kids at the same fucking time.
yeah, that's definitely happening, bro. Because
I
I'm
hope that
not.
would-
My kid better be best friends with Isaac's kid, bro. And
I sent him a fucking reel one time, and it was a real these dudes were walking down the street, and he was like, "Oh, bro, I forgot to tell you, like, me and yada yada are pregnant." And he was like, "Really? You're barely telling? How long ago was this?" He was like, a week ago. He was like, "I can't believe you." And he starts walking away. He's like, "Where the fuck you going?" He's like, "Now I got to go find some little shit to have a kid with." Like, you know, I'm not in a relationship right now. I don't know why you would do this. We're supposed to have kids the same day.
it's like that, man. That's the goal
Now
for
I got to
sure.
go across the street and find a bop.
I just
Shotty, come over here. I see
Come
you.
on, kid.
It's crazy, brother. I think that's the goal for sure. Is definitely having a kid around the same time as the homies, so that way our kids can grow up together. And I'm not expecting them to relive the same lives that we had, but to at least have a friend or a partner lifelong. You know what I'm saying? Because if me and Isaac, me and you, we end up growing 20, 30 years down the road. If we end up having kids, bro, could you imagine us being 40s, 50s, chilling?
We're gonna be on the front yard like this.
We got
We're
our
running, boy.
we got our kids barbecuing for us. We got our kids, you know, they made us proud, and we're sitting there looking at each other like, bro, could you imagine? We were literally their age not too long ago, and we was just,
Talking about this shit.
yeah, you know, it's a good thing to have. So
You know how hypocritical we would all be? Hey, no smoking weed. I'm be doing that shit.
I know you ain't drinking.
I know you ain't.
Is
Stop
that a
racing, motherfucker?
They gonna be like, Daddy, I heard the podcast back in the day. Heard those episodes when you guys used to do.
We was just bullshitting.
that's grown folks' business? I don't know nothing about that.
Hey, what we did back in the day, don't fucking relive.
Hey, man, we're gonna live some nice lives. I'm just saying. We have a lot of good stories to tell. I mean, we already telling a lot of them, but
Oh, I know. And I had a conversation with Chongo. He's another content creator that's been on this podcast before, and he literally was just like, I can't wait like 10 years from now that the amount of digital footprint that I'm leaving behind.
oh man,
You
was
can go
like,
back and
because
show your kids. And
He was
shit.
like, when you have kids or when you have other family members, they're gonna see like the progression, and it's gonna, and this is gonna stay on here for the rest. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, literally.
literally.
I don't see any of them motherfuckers shutting down soon.
You're literally
It's gonna be there for a
leaving-
minute.
You're leaving your own history, and that's something that's new age. Like nobody else has been able to do that. Just be able to consistently record, you know, their lives as they grow older. Like I feel like our generation is the first to be able to do that. Whether it was from Google Photos from 2012 when you got your first phone and you were recording, and Google Photos saved it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You was in the mirror like this.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you had photo books back in the days, but now you really have like live stuff you can show. That's cool.
Over there doing the fucking duck lips and shit.
Oh my god, the
No, you got-
snapback.
You got to hit one of these.
The
That-
Yeah, The Obey snap hat, bro. The snapback with the belt loop.
The swerve.
The I Heart Boobies bands.
With the diamond hand, bro. Oh,
Bitch
man.
swerve.
I Heart Boobies bracelet.
You would have the camera set up down low.
Oh, my
The Chuck Taylors.
The Chuck Taylors, bro.
That was
Telling
an
you,
era, bro.
That was an era for sure. I don't know what I don't know what sparked it.
Dog, I remember I would wear the snapback with another snapback right
On the belt. I'm telling you, bro. You always gotta
The
have
shirt had to
that.
match the snapback.
You always gotta
Cargo
have
pant-
the belt
cargo shorts,
bro. Fuck.
with the belt that matches the hat, bro.
With the two, like the two loop fucking strap. belts.
Yup. I bet you they don't even sell those no more.
Nah, dude.
I haven't seen
I haven't
those
seen
in
them shits in
years.
forever.
You know what I remember from that year, and I wish they still had. Do you guys remember the Nike foam slides?
The foam slide?
Yeah.
Like the thick, like they had the nice thick fucking foam slides.
Oh,
I'm
bro,
talking
I
about?
forgot about those.
Dog,
They were all in different colors.
Yes.
With the Nike Elite socks.
Yup. Bro,
Exactly.
the elite socks.
bro.
Oh my God.
I was telling Kat this the other day, and I was explaining to her, and she was like, "What sandals are you talking about?" I was like,
Or the
"These
Adidas
sandals."
ones with the little bumps in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I
I
was
don't
like,
know why you
"These,
would look
bro."
at them and be like, bro, there's no way those are comfortable. They're like little spikes.
Like little, yeah.
And you're like, no, these motherfuckers are comfortable.
Yeah. I don't know what it was science behind it, but no, they felt good.
Listen, the Adidas elite socks. No, the elite socks.
Those are like infinity stones back in the day.
If you had elite socks and
Yeah, all the
Axe
colors.
You was up there, boy.
with the Axe spray though,
Dog.
in middle school, bro, let me tell you
Not
about
the
them
Axe
locker
spray,
rooms.
bro.
Let me tell you about them locker
Hey, you got
rooms,
the
bro.
X break?
I'm telling
You used to throw them axe bombs.
in the locker rooms, bro, it smelled like straight Axe and sweat, bro. I'm telling you, those were different times. Those are different times, bro.
No. When you open your locker and someone just cack the cran on the corner
throw
and
it
just
in
chuck
there.
it.
Man,
Yeah, we were definitely some assholes.
Yeah.
bro, we had this thing where we would have people line up against the PE building wall,
Yeah.
and we'd take like a golf ball or like a tennis ball and just throw it at them.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
Gotta dodge it.
What were we do? Who was signing up for that? Who was like, man, I'll get against the wall. It is what it is.
I have no idea, bro. But
It was all the motherfuckers like, yeah, you're not gonna hit me. Definitely not gonna hit me. I'm dodging everything till you get smacked in the
Bro.
thigh. Ooh.
I got hit in the arm one time. Biggest bruise I've ever had.
Or slap boxing in the locker room.
Hey, slap boxing in the bathroom, bro.
that was.
Hey, man.
We would do body shots too in the bathroom just real quick.
No, the body shots
One,
is
two,
different,
one,
bro.
two, 1, 2.
If you
All right,
hit,
stop.
you doing body shots and you accidentally hit him in the chin, bro, you just know it's war at that point. There ain't no going back. Somebody getting packed out.
Or people, I don't know if you guys remember in middle school, people would skip A lunch to go to
B lunch,
yeah.
Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. I definitely did that a few times.
I wonder why that's in middle school, but in high school it was just one lunch.
I don't know.
And I feel like there's more people in high school than there is in
Yeah.
middle school. So, like, why was that?
That was, and I remember too that era too. They would have the stink bombs everywhere.
Oh, bro.
Oh, I would chuck.
Bro,
the
we got
fuck
in
out.
trouble one time because we brought those little poppers that you get from the ice cream man.
Yeah.
We were just chucking them motherfuckers in the hallway. And then the food, my homeboy ratted me out, bro.
I'm not going to lie. That happened to me in high school, freshman year class, bro. In the class, listen, outside is different. In a classroom, it's loud, bro.
No, because you went to Rio. We went to Glacier. Like,
Yeah.
our hallway was just classroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
hallway
like
in the
indoor.
building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, y'all.
Bro,
were
No, that
different.
motherfucker echoed.
We'd be ruthless as fuck. We'd get the stink bombs, and as soon as somebody opens the door to walk out the classroom,
Oh,
start chucking.
y'all are ruthless, bro. It'll never beat the liquid ass spray. Bro, high school. I think you know where I'm going with this,
Just
bro.
douse.
I think he knows where I'm going with this.
Who was? I want to say, y'all remember?
Yeah, yeah, bigger, yeah.
Oh my God. I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna bleep this shit out, dog. But I'm never gonna forget. Y'all remember?
Yes. I went to elementary school with her. That's the craziest part.
We were fucking around, all of us in a classroom because we all had the same class. And he had the spray bottle. And he was just
sprayed her. Bro, that's foul.
She would smell. She'd be like, what the fuck's this? Bro, we would all be like, bro. And then it would fizzle away and everybody's just like, all right, like,
Yeah.
like we're good.
What an asshole, bro.
Bro, and she was like, oh, hell no. She would look around, she would look at that poon, like a
Yeah.
fucking stink. Like, oh, hell no. If only she knew, bro. To this day, I don't think she ever found out because this dude was just like, you fucking smell, dude. You fucking smell, you nasty ass. She would walk away. We'll run right back, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, that spray was diabolical. We had this girl named Jessica, and I think I told you this story. The one who we got in a fight, and they threw her weave up in the air. Bro, listen. We're at the bus stop waiting, and the homie Ishmael had it, and he's like, man, y'all better get away from me. I was like, what the fuck you talking about? And he showed me. I'm like, oh, hell no. I walk across from where the bus loading spot was at, and I'm just watching from afar, and he sprays her, bro. He sprays her in the weave, in the hair. Now, that
foul.
shit's gonna stick.
Oh,
And that's
man.
different. You can change your clothes, but changing the weave is a little different.
You can't just wash that shit out either.
Brother, sprayed her weave, and she's over here, the same situation. Oh, hell no. Bro, you shit yourself? She's over here trying to make a scene about everybody else, bro. We get on the school bus. We on the bus ride home, and he's behind her in the seat, just bro.
That's so foul.
Bro, the whole bus ride, all the windows is down. Everybody's just like, bro, oh my God, it fucking stank in here.
The bus driver's just like, I fucking hate this too.
Bro, I'm telling you, that was the funniest bus ride home because she was like the number one like school person that everybody knew would fuck with people. Like she was just always bullying people, making fun of people.
Yeah.
It was that get back.
It was that way, yeah.
It was
What
that
she
get back
deserved,
she deserved. And now it's just like, yeah, it's about time, bro.
Yeah, nothing made
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It was just funny when it happened to her because she would be like, hey, who the fuck did that?
Bro, you know what's so crazy about that is, man, I shouldn't even be saying that. I was gonna say some crucial shit, but I'll leave that for the next time.
If you remember.
No, that voice was deep as hell even back in elementary school. That shit scared the fuck out of me, bro. Your voice deeper than mine.
Who daddy in the classroom?
I'm a grown ass man. Nah, I wasn't even grown at the time. I was 12 years old. Your voice deeper than mine. There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. Anyways, let me stop talking shit. What was like one of your favorite like I don't want to say school memories, but like, yeah, fuck it. Moments in school. What was one of your favorites? Like most memorable?
Dude. I ain't even gonna lie. Freshman year was just fucking chaotic for me. Like, I had all my homeboys, and it was a fucking rat. Like, we would get in trouble left and right. We were always, like, hanging out with each other. Like, freshman year was the year of, like, you're with everybody all together. And
Yeah.
at that point, I was at West Campus.
Yeah.
At Central West Campus. And then everybody, like, all the bad kids were all fucking around each other. And then, I remember, man, that shit was fucking hilarious, bro. Food fight.
Oh,
in the cafeteria at West. I remember that. I remember who started it, and I don't remember who ended. But I know that someone got a handful of fucking the chicken patty that I ate. Someone got a handful of it and right in their face, dog.
It said,
Oh my God.
And I know someone got a shit ton of chocolate milk on them, bro. Because I just fucking grenade out.
The chocolate milk in a bag was something different back in the days, bro.
he used to tuck the corner in,
Yeah.
put a carrot in there.
Oh, what about you? Most memorable time?
I'd probably say when we ran away from security, me and Mark.
Oh man.
When we did, we were having it was going to be, it was a class, and then it was going to be a rally.
Right.
Or it was, you know how they would pull us, it was that class, and they'd be like, all right,
the
everyone
rally.
come to the rally.
Yeah.
We're like, bro, fuck that. So we're by that wall. You know the office?
Yeah.
You know that first row of classrooms, and there's the walls
wall,
right there?
yeah.
So me and him are chilling by that classroom,
Right.
like waiting for people to go in the class, and we're going to hop the fence, and the teacher walks out.
Wow.
Like letting the kids in the class, and she's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" We're like, "Oh, we're just waiting." Like I forgot what we said, but we were making up some bullshit, and I could tell she kind of already knew. So as soon as she turned her back, we both looked at each other and said, "Off the wall." We see the golf cart coming. We're like, "Oh shit!" Run across the street, hop fences,
Dude.
and we hop behind a fence, and then we're just chilling. We're like, "All right, we're probably good," and we hear them driving around in the neighborhood. We're like, "Bro."
Whoa.
We're like, all right. And we like trying to do the math on here. It's like, all right, we parked in the neighborhood right here. We're at this house. So we had 2 more fences. And then we're like, all right, this is the last fence. We hop this fence, hop in the whip quick and dip. And we're like, all right. We hop it. We about to open the door to his car. We see the golf cart pull around the corner. We hopped in and took off.
Jesus.
What about you, Day?
Ah, man. I mean, it wasn't during school, but it was definitely going in at nighttime, going into Central and doing hide and seek. That shit was fun, bro. I mean, it's just a bunch of kids. We all just chilling, chopping it up, fucking around, and then it's that one motherfucker just like, all right, bitch, you're it. Everybody go run and hide, and
That fucking campus is big as fuck.
it's
dude.
huge, bro. So it took at least like 20 minutes of hide and go seek. And you might think you're fast, bro, but them niggas was quick. I mean, I'm sitting here behind a bush. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna find me.
Yeah.
Bro, come out with a flashlight. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with a whole flashlight? Like, you came fully equipped, ready for war. And I'm over here running, trying to get around them, bro. Man. Yeah, no, that just simple shit like that. I miss being able to do shit like that, bro. Nowadays, you get caught for trespassing and shit. It's over with.
Yeah.
We almost had that. We used to hop the fence to go to the pool.
Yeah.
Jump off the fucking big ass diving board. No dude always pulls up. You guys can't be in there. I'm like, man, you lame ass.
Just say you hate your job, dude.
Man.
We ain't hurting nobody or anything. What the fuck's wrong with us?
Yeah, man. I didn't really have too many memorable times during school. I mean, I could bring up a situation. Okay, you know what? I'll bring it up.
Go ahead.
So we had this homie, and I'm gonna say his name was Rome. And Rome was
I know
like
who Rome is.
Rome was kind of laid back, but at the same time, like he was like I should not be saying that. Anyways, so Rome kind of hung out with our group every now and then. Most of the time, he'd be by himself. And one day, there's this girl that pops up, and I think she switched schools. And she's like hanging around like where our group hangs out at and stuff like that. And he's like checking her out. He's like, yo, she's kind of bad, yada, yada, yada. Now, mind you, he doesn't know that this is the homie's sister. So we're sitting here like, you know, that's what's his name's sister, right? And he's just like, man, I don't give a fuck. So we're like, all right, bro, it is what it is. So he goes and he's trying to, you know, get at her or whatever. And she's flaming this dude. I mean, like, I got secondhand embarrassment because I'm just like, I wish I could have saved you from that, bro. So she's roasting him, and he does the unexpected. Instead of walking away and just being like, man, you know what it is? It is what it is, bro. I'm going to just take my L. He starts cussing at her. He starts cussing her out. And now this girl is not the type of person like really back down from anything. They're both going back and forth at this point. Lunch bell rings, and we got to go back to class. They're still arguing. And I'm like, Rome, let's go, bro. Like, it's time to bounce. Like, we got to go to class. Don't worry about it, bro. Like, it's old female, bro. Be cool. I'm walking, and I turn around. Bro done dropped his backpack. He taking his sweater off. I'm like, bro, yo. We not doing that. Hold on, bro.
But didn't you do that?
No. Negative. Don't even try to do me like that.
Oh.
Don't even do me like that's another story. That's another story.
That's another story.
That's another story. Before y'all even trying to cancel me, we're gonna talk about that. No, he's taking his sweater and his backpack off and he's going off. I'm like, yo. So I run up to him. I'm like, yo, yeah. We not doing that. Chill out. Homegirl's a crash out for one, and for two, ain't no reason for you to be acting like
He
that.
probably would have got his ass beat anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. But everybody starts coming around. They're like, yo, you better fight a girl, bro. Like it was bad. I've never seen nobody crash out over rejection that bad. I've seen people get turned down from prom and turn around and go ask the next chick, bro. That was crazy. Now to bring up what Isaac was talking about, we had this dyke girl in auto class.
I don't think you can say that word no more. I think it's offensive.
I'm gonna be so honest. I don't give a fuck. What do you want me to call her, bro? I'd rather just say dyke because you understand what I'm talking about, and it's not a no offensive manner.
It's definitely not offensive.
That's just what we call
fuck
it, bro. So she's in our auto class, and I'm gonna call her Anna. So Anna, she comes from a rough background. Whatever it is, what it is. We're in auto class, and she's the troublemaker type. Like she gets into a class, she's not there to learn. She don't care about the school stuff. She's having the time of her life. She's doing whatever the fuck she want to do. And she's like, "Oh, we better play Baby Bridges." Now, for any of those who don't know what Baby Bridges is, if you say a word with the letter B in it, you get punched until you say Baby Bridges.
I thought I had to start with the letter B.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that works.
He's like, I honestly don't even know.
So anyways, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm here to get my schoolwork done and get out of here, bro. I'm not playing no games with y'all. At the time, I didn't even really know her like that.
Yeah.
So break time hits. We leave. I'm chilling with the homie. We're out in the yard. I'm chopping it up with him, and I'm talking to him about something. And after a while, I'm just getting socked in my back. I'm talking like full force punches. I don't know who this is, but a lot of the homies that I had at the time, they don't just walk up on me and start hitting me. So I'm thinking somebody trying to do something to me. So I turn around, instinct. I throw a right hook, bro. I turn around, it's Anna. And I get her smooth in the lip. Now, when I realize who it is, I'm like, oh, yo, there's no way. Like, out of all people, I mean, I could have thought it was the homie's little brother.
You done gave the right hook to dyke, bro.
Now, mind you.
You violent motherfucker.
Now, mind you, I did not know who it was until I turned around with that right hook. I ain't never been that accurate in my life. I'm proud for that 180. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a smooth 180, bro.
He said, "That's it. Clip it. Clip it.
Xbox clip that.
Bro. So after I realized it, I'm like, oh, so I back up and I'm like, yo, I did not mean that. Like, I didn't know it was you. Her facial expression completely just changes. She goes from like joking to like fully upset, ready to like pack me out. So she's like, nah, fuck that. And she's cussing me out. And then she drops her backpack and she's like trying to swing at me. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm not trying to fight you. Like, nah, cut it the fuck out. And so the bell rings and she's literally throwing punches at me. And I'm sitting here dodging them and ducking them. And so I'm like, bro, back the fuck up. Like, I'm not with that. And after a while, she keeps talking. I'm still backing up and she gets her stuff. And she's just like, nah, wait till I see you tomorrow. And I was just like, how you mad at me when you swinging on me? I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? So I got caught with the element of surprise. Shorty got hit with a right hook. I'm not the most.
Got caught with the element.
I'm not the most proud to announce that, obviously, because I'm not the type of person to hit women. Like, I grew up around an abusive father. I don't tolerate that type of shit, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the same time, please, women, whatever you do not
sock anybody in the back.
Do not be punching on somebody.
Equal rights, yeah.
Do not be punching on somebody thinking that it's sweet, because nowadays you don't know who you punching on. The next day she did come to school with a pair of brass knuckles thinking I was going to be scared or something. Nothing ever happened. Caught her bluff, whatever. Seen her years down the road at a McDonald's, and She got to act like everything was still sweet and whatever. And I was just like, hey, bro, I don't want nothing to do with you, bro. I'm good.
Remember that right hook?
Remember that, right? Yeah, you better remember it.
Man, like I said, not one of my proudest moments. I just genuinely had to bring that up because Isaac had to put me on the spot for that one, bro.
I just knew it was a funny story.
That was insane, bro. Set me up for that.
Jesus Christ. Well, let's go.
Now that I think about it, I'd never seen you in high school.
I never ran into you guys.
I only seen Martin like a handful of times, and it was because he was hanging out by the snack bar. And it was usually in the mornings I would see him with his group, but I didn't know who he was. It was just I knew who, like I just seen him, and I was just like,
I've never even seen him. Like,
Yeah. And then most of the time too, like most of the group that I kicked it with, we would either walk around, chill right there by the snack bar, or I think all senior year I was with Kat. Because Kat had finally went to East.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes too, I remember sometimes I'd be trying to sneak off with all the seniors that had
early release?
or not early release. What is it?
Off-campus lunch.
Off
Yeah.
campus lunch. So sometimes I'll chop it up with them and be like, hey, bro, look, I want to go to the liquor store. And be like, oh, just hop in the backseat and like lay down. Like they ain't gonna notice.
Yeah.
Bet that up.
Yeah, because the security guards didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And then that security guard ended up getting caught.
Free him.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy, bro. I'm still upset.
I would have
didn't
never
get that.
thought we'd be the high school that shit would have go down like that.
And the picture, like his
Yeah.
picture, his court picture. The little wave.
Like, you think it'd be a teacher and a girl. Nah.
And it's crazy because people from other schools knew about it too. Like that's how you know it was like
A big thing.
yeah.
one
Central-
of the security guards, she was fired. She was let go because she
What?
had known
Yeah.
about the incident.
Oh, I didn't even
Bro,
know
she
she got
fucking
fired
knew.
for that. I didn't know she got fired for that.
That's how because she stayed like for
Year
a
after.
1 year after,
Oh, that
and then
makes
she was let go. And then my cousin had told me like, oh, well, it was because of this because he was in the wrestling program, so he was really close with. And he was the one who told him. He was just like, yeah, she got fired because she knew about the incidences.
Wow.
She was never spoke up about it.
Yeah.
But she was aware of it.
Damn.
I was like, whoa, hell no.
I still wish I would have went to West, bro. I heard so many stories about West that
There's ghetto at West, boy.
I know, but that's what
It
makes
never
it fun,
changed.
bro.
It was
It's never
awesome.
going to change.
And I don't even know why. It's all country, bro.
I know.
Yeah, literally. Like, I think it was really just the staff that was there, just letting the kids get away with whatever. Because even when my sister went there, and she's 5 years older than me, they were doing stuff like that back then.
My brother, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, both my older sisters said the same thing. Because back then, freshmen were required
To go to West first.
Because
Yeah.
East was an
We were
academy.
the first year that they allowed us to go to East first.
East was considered an academy and all this other stuff, and you had to go to West first.
Yeah, because I think I was the last one. I was the last class that was forced to go to
West first?
West first, yeah.
No, they told us in middle school to pick our classes and shit. And what school? I was like, not going to West. And it's farther from where I lived at, so I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, my parents was literally
Like where East is, I could walk to my house in like 30 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents, when they found that out, they were like, oh, we're sending you to East. They're like, nope, you're not going to West. Mm-mm.
You're not ending up like
No, literally. And I'm sitting back like, bro, I just want to do welding, please. They're just like, nope. Nope.
They
You
had
thought-
welding at East though.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Bro, the welding class is the one that you had to shuttle to West for.
Yeah.
It was intro
They had a wood shop.
wood shop, intro to tech, auto.
Yeah.
But we had welding machines. For Tatros.
Well, yeah, I remember they had it.
Is it Tatro? What's his name? Tatro?
Oh,
I think it was Tetro because that's the class intro to tech went into to do the welding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well,
but
he had like an engineering class where they taught you how to weld and do all the electronics. So you could have just learned all of it at once.
the
But I
thing
think that
is,
was like the advanced, right? Like the what's it called?
yeah, it was like there was an advanced.
It was an advanced course. You can't just get it right off the bat. You have to do welding here
and then
and like
come
get
back.
like experience, I
stupid.
guess.
Yeah, because
Woodshop was lit though. We had hella fun in Woodshop.
I wish, bro.
I think you tried too, and you're like, no, you can only have one ROP.
Yeah, I was trying to do multiple ROPs.
I see DJ like poke through the back because the rooms or the garage for the auto class and the woodshop rooms connected.
Mm-hmm.
And he like pop in and be like, and I see him, I'd be like, and we would just be lit in there. He'd be like, hey, what y'all be doing? I was like, we just be having fun.
I miss going into your guys' classes because it would be so different. The environment of woodshop.
Bro, we were literally fucking around
every day was just like, these dudes just go to class and they're just having fun.
laughing from coming from the classroom.
Literally.
I remember one time, what was it? We were saying something that was like annoying the woodshop teacher, and he was like, someone says that shit one more time, we're doing book work for a week. You just hear a kid in the back, come on. He's like, book work for a week. It was fucking Jacob.
I can imagine him doing something like that too. I'm telling you, bro. High school was definitely a different experience. If I could relive it, I would. Even though I really didn't do anything back in those days, it was just witnessing certain things was just so fun, bro.
Damn, how fucking time flies, huh?
Right? It's been...
Stop.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't even say it.
All right. My fault.
Well, thank you guys for listening and staying tuned. I appreciate DJ and Isaac coming out here. They're going to plug in their socials.
Find me at Whoadae, WHOADAEE on Instagram and TikTok.
Find me at Yo Isaac Y000_Isaac on Instagram.
Cool. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for listening to another great episode. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Much love. Peace.
Peace.